as this college football season is coming to a close, at least the regular season, we have to take a look at the Heisman Trophy race.
Money.
Because it has become a lot clearer who Vegas is saying is going to be the Heisman. All season we've kind of been hashing through this, whether it was Ashton Genty or, Dylan Gabriel at some points. Cam Ward was in first for a while. We talked maybe Shador early in the season.
Little Milrow.
Yeah, there's been a lot of players come around, but now Travis Hunter is minus 330 to win the Heisman. Genty is plus 340. Cam Ward plus 1,400. And then the next three, you have Curtis Rourke, Dylan Gabriel, Jalen Miller, all above plus 3,000. So, Ryan, I'll start with you here. Is there any reason in betting someone besides Travis Hunter, or does this seem like Vegas is telling you, this is what the committee is going to do?
Yeah, I mean, this is tough. If you truly look at the Colorado versus Kansas game this week, and you think you're going to bet Kansas, just bet Ashton Genty to win the Heisman at 3-1. You're getting better than whatever the plus 115 will be.
Such facts.
So I personally think we've been saying this. Whoever loses kind of the first game out of these, or even kind of like looks just bad, like a close game, like Oregon did, gone. Miami lost, gone. Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel both out. Ashton Genty will get it if Colorado loses against Kansas. I don't think they will, unfortunately. So I don't think you should bet it. I still am on the train that Genty should get it. Travis Hunter will get his flowers when he's a top 3 pick in the draft. Genty's doing something that we probably won't see a running back do for a while and haven't seen a running back do in a while. And he has chances to break records everywhere. What Travis Hunter is doing is amazing, unbelievable, probably the best player in the country. Just
I agree.
Value-wise, but that doesn't mean this year what he's doing exactly, in my opinion, is the best. He's just the best player for the future. Genty, what he's doing this year is something unbelievable. And people talk about his carries and stuff. Like he has a bunch of carries to get a bunch of yards. Still averaging one of the best in the entire country at 7.5 yards per carry. So I think he's unbelievable. If you think Kansas is going to win this week, bet Genty gets some value. Yep. That's my opinion on it.
Mike?
I mean, I have pretty much the exact, just ditto everything what Ryan said. I couldn't agree more. Personally, I don't think the spot for Colorado to lose is going to be Kansas. I think it's going to be in the Big 12 championship against BYU. And I think when they lose that, it's just going to be like a last second, just overtake. With that being said, I mean, Ashton Genty, a guy who rushes for 160 and 2 touchdowns, is considered oh man, yeah, definitely just got to get him out of the race. That's unbelievable by every human standards ever known to man. And just because this guy started off the first 3 weeks getting over 204 touchdowns, it's oh yeah, he's back down to earth. It's no. He is still so far above the rest of the crop that it's not even close. I think that gap alone should be reflected in the betting odds. Clearly it's not. I mean, Travis Hunter is fantastic. It's amazing that he's able to be a two-way player, but again, at the end of the day, he doesn't have the gap in either position that Genty does in the running backs. And I mean, I think Genty should take it by a mile.
All right, Mario?
Pretty much what Ryan said. I think Colorado has a tough game against Kansas. There's a good chance they can lose. And like Ryan said, if team loses, they usually kick the guy first out. So
I guess if you guys are all kind of on that thought process, I wanted to bring some up because it's not often Vegas overlooks those scenarios, right? Pretty much that scenario should be built into the odds currently.
Yeah.
Right? And so, Colorado's barely favorites to beat Kansas, yet Travis Hunter is minus 330 and Genty is plus 340. And, it doesn't take a team losing for the players' odds to shift. You look at someone who was in the top few, really close to the favorite for the Heisman is Dylan Gabriel. Oregon is the undefeated 1 seed right now, and he's plus 3,500. He's not even in the top 5 anymore, or sorry, top 4 anymore. He just 5th. And so,
he had a bad game. Yeah,
he had a bad game, but they didn't lose. And so I don't know how much Colorado already has the 2 losses. This feels to me like Travis Hunter's already baked into the Heisman.
It's
it's
because of
I don't even think if they lose that Genty goes to the
Well, I actually said that a few weeks ago, was that he was the one position where if they lose,
it's not on him.
It is not on him because he's doing what no one else can do. He's defending every snap and he's on offense pretty much every snap. So yeah, if he loses and he's in a position on offense where it's he depends on the quarterback. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, I think Travis won it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
agree.
saying if you want to bet something else.
I do think that normally the odds, the second to last or third to last week of the season, is higher than this. Like every year, I remember it's like Daniels was 2 seasons or 2 weeks left in season. He was already, I mean, he was minus $1 billion. Like you could have laid 8 to whatever one was, and then it was like the whole like every year that it's been the Heisman winner, whoever's like unbelievable that year has been like massive. This is like still very close.
Yeah, it's still up in
and
the
it's
air.
normally like pretty locked in when after with like 2 weeks left, like pretty simply. So
Yeah. The one thing I would say though, and this is not a popular take, I think there's a 0% chance Genty wins the Heisman. 0% chance.
If he goes back to back,
I think it's
300-yard
already
games.
there's nothing else he can do.
he
Right.
could break records.
He's going to break records. He's already way above pace to break records. This is baked in. He's going to break the rushing yards record. It's going to happen. Boise State's making the college football playoffs. Their only loss is going to be to Oregon. So I think I don't know what else he can do to improve his standing in the Heisman.
I know we all argue that Colorado.
The one person I think could improve their standing is Cam Ward. So if you're not betting on Travis Hunter, I really, really think betting Cam Ward is not as bad as a flyer because you're getting so much better odds. Look, I know Miami had a loss. Cam Ward was the one for a while.
Yeah.
Right? Miami had their loss. He fell off. He's still putting up ridiculous stats at quarterback. He's going to finish as a top couple quarterback in almost every statistical category. If they finish the season with one loss in an ACC championship, sure, maybe, I think Travis Hunter already won, but the person I would bet on jumping the most or having a shot at it is Cam Ward. It just feels to me like Genty's done everything he can. You're right. He's getting his bad games are 160 and 2 or 3 touchdowns, and he's still not really that close to the favorite. Like it's minus 330 to plus 360. So
I'm just saying, what could Cam Ward? What's the argument for what Cam Ward can do then?
because I think a lot of people right now are thinking Miami's just kind of cooked. Like SMU, their odds to win the ACC are pretty much a coin flip with Miami, and then you have Clemson right there too. I don't think a lot of people are confident Miami wins out. So I was gonna say if you're on that wavelength,
And
saying,
wins the ACC.
yeah, and when Miami finishes 11-1 in the regular season, then goes 12-1, ACC champions, gets the 3 seed in the college football playoff bracket, and he has the best quarterback stats.
I mean, his odds will definitely be better than what they are now.
They'll be a
I'll tell you
lot
that.
better than
Yeah.
they are now. Yeah, that's all I would say there. But I think I do agree. I think Travis Hunter's kind of baked into it.
Yeah.
I think he deserves to win. He's the best player in the country. But yeah, let us know who you think the best player is. There's quite a few good ones this year,
yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see how the season shakes out and who wins Heisman.